I am the professor for this section of iPro, which is Interprofessional Projects. The class is called Cultural Infrastructure. We have 19 students on 5 teams looking at different public spaces in the city of Chicago that have been inaccessible to the public, especially to the neighbors surrounding a place. We saw an opportunity for the iPro program, which takes multidisciplinary student teams at Illinois Tech and pairs them with community partners such as the task force to try to apply our entrepreneurial mindset and design thinking processes to aid the community and build the relationship between the university and the surrounding neighborhood in Bronzeville.
And so for this project that we're doing, we were really inspired by green space, not like the sort of access to green space, rather the lack of green space. And so something that we wanted to do was create some sort of a greenhouse where people can learn not just about how to grow food, but also how to reduce food waste. So creating access to fresh food is something that's really important to us. And so we created this roof system where you can catch all of the lighting, which is really important because, of course, plants, right? But we also have different seasons, so then this can get used as a way to create seedlings that can then get shared with the residents of the neighborhood. But yeah, that was our main inspiration, really. How can we use this as a way to provide more fresh food to residents within this neighborhood, but also connecting it to the larger system of the city of Chicago through access of the Green Line.
For the past 10 weeks, we have been working on the Wonderland of Bronzeville specifically, which is supposed to be like an attraction for the up-and-coming Bronzeville Trail. Ultimately, our idea is supposed to be something brand new, something you've probably never even heard of before. It's called a creative escape. So for the past couple of years, we've faced a lot. We faced an entire pandemic. And what has that brought? Higher levels of loneliness, higher levels of depression, pain, adversity. And with Wonderland of Bronzeville, we aim to change that. When you come here, you're supposed to feel as if you've been transported to this otherworldly place. And when you walk in here, you're supposed to feel this immense amount of joy. When you walk through this lit path, in the center is like a giant tree-like structure. On the inside of the tree, you can leave us little notes. You can leave notes of kindness, you can make a wish, and you can leave a small picture. But ultimately, what we want to do is create a creative space that gives back to the community of Bronzeville. When we first started this project, we were told, don't bring Bronzeville to your project, bring your project to Bronzeville.
And so this project is below at Bronzeville, and our main inspiration were the aquifers of Illinois. You know, they make up about 80% of Illinois fresh water. So what we're really excited about is the interior. As you can see here inside of the model, you can see the curving caves and the landscape of the wall, and the winding path that allows you to go through it. And there's also carved inside of it, there are some water features. So there are 3 water features, and that really invites the users to stand around and sit and look inside of that space and really use it. You can walk, you can sit, you can cycle on top, you can run through. There's also these skylights that really reflect from the top and down, and it brings in this natural light and shows the people above on the top of the trail what's inside and really invites them into this space, as well as like these rocks that really peek up and show what can be inside and really make you want to go into that space and be in this shelter.
So as you can see, our shadow theater, it consists of sort of this lower part of the trail, sort of pull in into this dark space which is illuminated by these bright lights. All of these lights keep the space bright, keep it happy. But rather than having a traditional shadow puppet theater where you have a light behind and then a guy with a puppet and then a screen and then the audience on the other side, we're hoping that the audience actually becomes the sort of the actors in this space. So as the audience or the people using the trail walk by along the trail, normally using it, the lights projector system powered by a series of solar panels actually casts their shadow onto a panel, a series of panels in the space. This is a portion where we're hoping to sort of bring the history and insert people into the context.